Welcome to The Why. In our podcast, The Why, we're going to cover topics that are important to SAP customers and to our team. We want you to share this information internally. We want you to share this information outside of SAP Ariba. And we want you to be able to connect with other thought leaders in our business. This week, our podcast, The Why, is in Amsterdam at SAP Ariba Live, which is the place to be for business-to-business commerce. Joining me on our podcast, The Why, is Vice President of Seller Account Management for Europe and Latin America, Bruno Labedan. Bruno, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Good afternoon.
For our listeners, why don't you talk a little bit about what the Seller Account Management team is, who you are, and some of the goals that you've set out for 2018. I think they're pretty interesting.
Sure. My responsibility spreads around the rest of the world as opposed to the US. So we have around 20 individuals, either seller commerce consultants or supplier account managers, who basically do the same job as the CEs, but on the supplier side for the top suppliers, the top paying suppliers.
Which makes sense. Our suppliers are customers.
Exactly, indeed. So our goals for this year is to keep improving our relationship with the suppliers through many different things. There's direct contacts, client visits, and in particular, we have two strong directions this year. One is around co-marketing, and the second one is around co-innovation and build stronger and closer links with the P&I team in order to make the voice of the suppliers heard even better.
Let's talk maybe about those two, the co-marketing. Tell us a little about what that is. Is that truly us marketing with some of our suppliers, and is it marketing to the buyers, or is it just broader sort of business-to-business marketing? What are we thinking?
We are on a path here. What we want to do is to develop something broader. Like, for example, we are in contact with some suppliers in order to produce some white papers, covering e-commerce in that particular case. What we do as well is produce some testimonials, and in particular video testimonials, like we are recording here at Ariba Live.
Gotcha. And then on the co-innovation, that's obviously new joint solutions we're planning to take to market?
Exactly. Last year in Palo Alto in California, we gathered around 10 suppliers and put them in front of the P&I team in order to debate and co-innovate. And this year we are even more ambitious, and we want to have some European suppliers as well joining this workshop. That's
fantastic. I know many of the suppliers want to work with us on solutions like Spot Buy. Right, it's a marketplace that the suppliers can leverage. What are some of the other themes or some of the other topics suppliers have mentioned to you before?
A very, very small example, when we were in South America, we gathered several ideas in order to improve Ariba discovery. That's a point that was not really known to me, but definitely listening to the suppliers, as they are also our customers, as you mentioned, is very important.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, you talked about the fact that part of the goal of your team this year is running fantastic events like we're doing this week at Ariba Live in Amsterdam. How many suppliers are here this week, and what are some of the interesting presentations and content areas that are attracting them to Ariba Live?
So we've got a record number of attendees, 135 suppliers registered to the event.
That's great.
Which is roughly plus 20% compared to last year in Prague. And what we do with them and for them is quite various. So of course we organize breakout sessions on themes that are supplier-centric together with our colleagues from marketing.
Mm-hmm.
We also have our strategic supplier forum, which will take place actually in 1 hour, where we gather the really creme de la creme of the suppliers in order to give them and share with them privileged information. We also have a couple of social events, gathering the top suppliers here again at a dinner. I would like to mention that we also organize other events, either in regions where there's no SAP Ariba Live.
Okay, right.
We are going to have a supplier component at the Network Live in Sydney.
Okay.
We're going to have the same approach with the Network Live in Tokyo. And towards the second half of the year, we will also organize strategic supplier days in various locations around South America, Europe, and Asia Pac as well.
It's going to be a busy year for you, especially as you said,
Indeed.
you cover everywhere except for North America. It's
Indeed.
Certainly a big territory. When suppliers come to an event like Ariba Live, is it because they want to learn about the product and they want to see how their customers, the buyers, are using the product? Is it the networking? Is it this is a sales opportunity for them because their customers or prospects are here? Is it all of those things?
It's all of these things. When I try to sell to some suppliers the fact that they should be coming at Ariba Live, I mentioned indeed networking. And here with a double layer, networking with other suppliers and therefore learn best practices just by talking to each other, but also networking with the SAP Ariba people. And then, as you mentioned, the product and learning from the Ariba people about new products and innovations is extremely important for them as well.
Great. Well, Bruno, thank you very much for joining us today, giving us an overview and talking about some of the exciting things that we have on tap this year for our very important supplier customers.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Our podcast, The Why, is put together by the People First team. We'll be producing The Why on a regular basis. If you have recommendations for topics, please contact the People First team. And please share this podcast with other members of our team or even outside our team. Thank you for listening to The Why.